Bollocks! Bafflable! Banal! Well, actually, believe me, what you've just seen is good and well, but what these girls are capable of is magnificently more. I promise you, if I can provoke all the gypsy pretties hidden here into enough of a fury, you will witness time itself melt as they move. These are not dancers you have seen before. These are the Folklorati, a dance rebel gypsy army. Its idea born between two bantering beauties talking over Turkish coffee. These dancers decided to take their tradition by the roots and swing it swiftly into the contemporary on a new path, starting at the old idea that good artists borrow and geniuses steal. These gypsies, skilled like their ancestors' hands, dug into the deep pockets of culture to find our designer's vision. Jazz, ballet, tap, all taken, each a rich inspiration, imparting precision and adding to the passion of their old folk art tradition, while at the same time twisting preconceived notions of what it means to be a Serbian folk dancer. I myself am not exactly of them, sadly, no. I am only headmaster of foot servants to the first Vice Folk Minister General as a purely dilapidatorily redundant, non-dancing dunce, and ridiculous ringleader of sorts, better known as Federico Firenze. How I became HMFS FVFMGD RNDD to the Folklorati is a fairly unbelievable tale. But I will tell it anyway. It begins on the streets of Beograd. I was traveling the world as a surrealist, hypnotist, performance artist at the time, when I came across a crowd gathered for what sounded like quite the hoopla, and decided to test myself and see if I could steal any eyes with my act. But as soon as I diverted a few from the ensemble, out broke a scream, and feet moving so radically, rapidly rhythmic, my eyes were stolen, as was my owl-eye pocket watch. The dancers swept me up, and by the time their swirling returned me, standing still outside their circle, my watch was resting in my vest, except its face was blank. What? The hands and numerals were missing. The strangest thing, though, is that since that day, it has gone on ticking without my winding, though I follow the very thieves, hoping to learn their method of their magic. I was looking to measure every bit of motion that they had, and they were looking for someone laughable to look better alongside, and loud enough to hold a crowd until they're ready to come out. And I think they might just be. If for once I can pronounce their names just right, they might decide to dine us with their delights. Rumenka! The beating heart, behemothly behaved, but none too tall, Serbian bass drummer. Rumenka carries the pennant of passion for the Folklorati, ever determined to hold her own in rebellion against the tradition of men at this instrument, the Gulch. She parades it in the harmony of her mixed Serbian and Italian sides, combining the best elements of each into this incredibly energetic, original, and inhibitedly heightened person. As much as she is our rhythmic component musically, she is the harmonizer for personalities as well, frequently erupting in impassioned speeches to dance harder, longer, faster, and always aspire to be more. Kotora! Here she comes, our serenely silent sage, a mage and almost mime. She isn't mute, but isn't one to mutter inanely long utterances like these. Instead, she moves her wisdom fluidly. And though she rarely speaks up, when she does, it's always an instant flood of profound poignancy. Insights deeper than oceans are dove by her in one breath. She sees situations complex and complicated concepts with stark clarity and can explain it in a simple stream, beautifully narrow. Dare I call out the terrifying twosome? Natalia, Alexia! Be you not afraid? These two, I see. You do not see the auras of true seers. These two possess the most odd attribute of their people. Mind powers, defying boundaries of fortune teller and psychic. They harness collective unconscious in their very limbs. They can tell you what you're thinking by making you think what they want with a well-placed whirl. Watch out. Even with this warning, you're bound to have your brain dropped out your eye sockets anyway. Zunzafara! Zippity-da, it's Zunzafara! Our serious, mysterious progenitor, prorector, and possessor of plenteous other expertises, including but not limited to picking potential and voices, though admittedly lacking much on her own. She also sees the difference in dancers diligent enough to team with her feet and machine gun gams as she can gallivant as well as any, and knows when talents call. She, piece by piece, each of these you'll see tonight, including me, organizing the threads, flinging needles until this rebel guild was clothed in artful honor by her design. She is ever building her dreams, step by step, and tonight she shares with us all her inspired imagination in the choreography of a new dance movement you soon shall see. Of course, any new movement needs someone to hold it up. And for the Folklorati, that is Zorica! The pillar of power for the Folklorati. Tallest dancer and strong enough to keep even these dangerous dames in line. She is sharp, a natural leader, and never hesitates to speak her mind. While this may come off a bit irascible at times, it all stems from maternal protection, learned from Mother Earth how size and lively nature protects flowers, people, trees, and bees, and more of these lovely things, and allows them all to flourish. Speaking of flourishes, Mitza Tamboritza! Here's one amongst us who needs plenty of protection to practice her flourishing. Mitza Tamboritza. She is obstinately obsessed with that violin of hers, but has absolutely no idea how to play it. Adorable, no? It endears everyone at least a little, and brings bounteous amounts of laughter even after all these years amongst true musicians without learning a lick. She carries it always, though, hoping one day, she'll soon be able to play. Her cousin, on the other hand, is just the opposite. And how could I forget to have introduced her already? Harmonikanka! Her music makes us all want to sing!
Ciganka samala, oczy moje gore, i gram, pewam pesme, celu noć do zore. Ja sam mala garva, crna tvoje ciganka. 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 Kad mi usne ljubiš, zaboravljam tugu. Srce hoće jedno, razum traži drugo. Ja sam mala garava, crna tvoje ciganka. Ja sam mala garva, crna tvoje ciganka. Ja sam mala garva, crna tvoje ciganka. Ja sam mala garva, crna tvoje ciganka.
Sees, they're always going beautifully rogue like that. Anywho, as I was saying, Harmonikanka, maker of music, or as I like to call her, my mountain princess. She means more to me than any of these. As much love as I have for my family of friends, she means more to me to the umpteenthest extra extent. At first sound of her, I had to learn where such perfection could have come from, and she kindly graced me with her story. Her abode was once above imposing majesties, where she learned to play with the winds and the keys, to melodies and magic, hidden passageways and hearts. There she learned how soft valleys love even the sharpest snow-tipped peaks, how to hold on against the fiercest blustering gales, and most importantly, how to stay in tune to the bloom of spring. I learned from her how her smile bursts sunlight between clouds. The Folklorati know her as their prodigious composer and master of any instruments she comes across. Oddly opposite her cousin Nitsa Tamburitsa. Sometimes her speech can be as easy to get lost in as the ridges she has ridden, but her music is known to carry direct emotional messages to all. Many have shed sad and happy tears watching her play, and those who know enough to listen have found they can understand themselves more deeply through her music. I myself have come to understand how it feels to be the happiest man alive. My love, please show them what I mean. Thank you. And thank all of you for bearing with my whimsicalities while waiting for what none of these words could ever equal. The premiere of our new dance number, Folktastique. Remember all I've told you and prepare to forget everything you know about folk dancing. Finally, the Folklorati!
What a great introduction to this part of the show. If you're a real little one, you will say, here we go.
round the clock.